Welcome to Lapis Moon Tarot. We'll be doing a reading on this new moon in Sagittarius, which just happened this evening. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Now we are going to be reading oracle cards and tarot cards around the energies that are coming through for you on this new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. So I've got pile number 1 with this beautiful aura rose quartz, pile number 2 with citrine, and pile number 3 with blue agate. Oh, I'm sorry, this is blue quartz. Okay, I will give you a moment to choose pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. When you have chosen your pile, please go down to the first comment or the description for your timestamp. I will get started with pile number 1. Okay, with this really beautiful aura rose quartz. Okay, let's see what oracle cards have come up for you. Now I pre-shuffled these, so let's take a look. Oh, you actually got a new moon card. A new start is coming for the new moon Sagittarius. Beautiful energy. So this is the start of anything new. So a new project, it could be a new relationship, it could be a new start. So let's take a look and see what is coming through here for you. You got the sign Pisces, sensitized. So we're going to talk about the energy that Pisces brings. So Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune. It's very dreamy. This is a water sign, so you could have this in your chart, but not necessarily. This is more about the energy that is around you. So Pisces is a very sensitive, sign. It is deep feeling. So this is about feeling your own feelings, but also being sensitive to the feelings of other people who are either in your environment, who you work with, who you're in a relationship with. So this is talking about understanding and separating your own feelings from the feelings of others, but also being in a receptive mode to see things from a different perspective, from someone else's perspective as well. So that's when there's this beautiful harmony of reciprocity and understanding between two people, is when we are sensitive, especially when we are in a caring relationship with someone else. So let's see what else we have here. We have observer. So with the observer, again, it's about taking a step back and not letting our own personal feelings or judgments or bias cloud what the situation might be. It's, kind of seeing it from every perspective. So this could also relate back to this sensitized with Pisces, where you're empathizing with the other person as well, where you can kind of see where they're coming from and gain an understanding of their own feelings or perspectives, and not just like jumping to a rash conclusion or letting past situations kind of cloud your judgment with someone new. Because what I see here with the next card is that you have a caring connection coming your way. So this could be, if you're already in a relationship, that you're going to deepen that connection. It's going to become more intense, basically taking it to the next step, to the next level. If you are currently single, this is talking about being open, being in a receptive energy where you're going to have someone come into your life, and they're going to be just like you in the sense that you're going to come to an easy understanding. It's going to be, a flowing communication between the two of you, a beautiful, sensitive, relationship between you two, where you're in a caring, thoughtful relationship where it feels easy, where it's, you're at ease with them and they're at ease with you, and you truly feel understood and seen and cared for. So beautiful energy for this new moon. I'm going to place these oracle cards up here for now, and we are going to pull some tarot around this caring connection. Let's get some more on that. What can we see about this caring connection coming towards group number 1? Okay, get that one more good shuffle, and I do pre-shuffle my decks beforehand as well. Let's just get that one good go here. All right. Group number 1 for this new moon in Sagittarius. Can we get more about this caring connection? The Justice sign in reverse. So the Justice talks about, this could be a legal matter. This could be about actually what is fair. Now in the reverse, I feel like in this near past, there was a situation where it wasn't a fair, balanced situation. And this could be with a relationship, it could be with the one you're currently in, or it could be with a different one that probably ended because of the fact that it was unbalanced. There was no reciprocity, there wasn't any understanding. You know, you were not supported, you were not cared for in that relationship. And so I see that as in the near past situation. Let's see what the present situation tells us. For this new moon in Sagittarius, I've got 2 cards. We'll take them both. Okay, I've got 4 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. So we're talking about building a strong, stable foundation to move out of these turbulent waters into calmer waters. So this is, you know, moving either physically. So this could have been a relationship that ended where you had to leave because it was just not a good place for you to be anymore, and it came to an end and it was time for you to move on. So you packed your things and you went towards calmer waters, and this is a good thing because you're in a state now in this present situation where you're building your foundation from the ground up in a way that will ensure that you are feeling like your home is now a sanctuary. You know, this is financially building yourself. This is, fours usually talk about stability and foundation. So it makes sense that when we're leaving a situation that is no longer good for us, we are starting fresh and we are building a new foundation and moving away from something that was chaotic and unstable towards better, calmer waters, towards better shores. Let's see what the future energy talks about. What one that came out here? 4 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So this talks about celebration, and I believe it's in the reverse because I think we're still hanging on to this energy of this past relationship and maybe not trusting this new one. And so because of that, we're, you know, the 4 of Wands is celebrating. It sometimes talks about marriage. It talks about, you know, community, joy, you know, connecting with what people who understand us, who are at our level. You know, this is also called the 1111 card because of the way the wands line up here. So really beautiful card to get. But in the reverse, it's like, are you allowing yourself to let go of this past situation, this past relationship, to heal from it properly so that you can be open to this beautiful, caring connection that is coming your way? So yeah, let's just get a little bit more tarot around that. So can we get some more clarification about this 4 of Wands in the reverse? And it makes sense to me that, you know, you might want to take a pause before starting something fresh if, you know, you require healing from the last relationship, if you want to be sure about something before moving forward. So let's get some more clarity on the 4 of Wands in reverse. I'm using the Rider-Waite tarot for this. Let's see what comes out. Too many cards. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. The Tower. So this is talking about how, you know, the Tower is, don't be afraid of the Tower. It's not as, you know, as scary as it's depicted. It was a necessary end. It was a necessary end to this past relationship that was draining you, that was no good for you. And this is, you know, God, the universe's way to, they made it so uncomfortable for you to be in that relationship that there was no other alternative but to end it and to, as you have, move on and start fresh somewhere new. And so taking pause after a Tower moment, you know, taking inventory, making sure that you're rebuilding yourself, you're rebuilding your foundation, you're healing through, you know, that past relationship properly before you start something new. It makes sense. This is understandable. But let's get a little bit more, get some more oracle cards around. How can we best support you for this phase that you're in, for group number 1 in this new moon in Sagittarius? How can the energies best support you? Because I do feel there is a person around you right now. They might have been the one that was sensitized to your situation. They might have been there to support you, to, you know, be a shoulder to cry on, to hear you out, to make you feel like you're heard, that you're understood. So this person has been there for you. Let's see how we can support you further. Group number 1. Get some more oracle cards around that. Metamorphosis. I love this. Po Darko. Okay. Let's just take this card in for a moment. So this talks about, you see how she's leaving behind her shadow self. She's shedding behind what no longer serves her in order to plant herself, root herself into the ground and draw up proper energy, to draw up and make sure that her self-care, her self-worth, her self-love is on point so that she can flourish, so that she's in bloom. You can see all these flowers and these leaves, and you can see she's taken off this mask that she was wearing. You know, she's in her power. She is her truer self now, having gone through what, you know, whatever this unfortunate situation was, but coming out of it stronger. So Kodarko metamorphosis. So you're in that state right now. This is what this new moon energy is supporting for you. I love that. Let's get one more here. Okay. Group number 1. Oh, too many. I'm just going to see if they come out again. Group number 1. There we go. Okay, got 2 here. Council of Light and boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. Okay, this is lovely. Group number 1. This is talking about, you know, I almost see them like your guardian angels, your guides. These are ascended masters. These are those guides, you know, in the subtle realms, like it says, that are there around you, that are, you know, want to see the best for you. They are trying to guide you. They're supporting you. The best thing that you can do right now is to take that support, to say, you know, like we're talking about, the sensitizing, to be in your emotions, to feel your feelings, to trust your intuition, and that is how they speak to you. And you can ask them for support. You know, there's nothing that says that you cannot ask your angels for support, that you can pray, you know, that they surround you, that they give you their light, that they protect you, that they protect your heart, especially when you're going through this. And boundaries. So this situation that was imbalanced like this, with this Justice card in reverse, it gives me the impression that you are a very caring, sensitive, loving person, very giving person, and it was just, there was not enough reciprocity there, that you were always the giver and the other person was always the taker. And so you have learned that lesson. You know, this is the metamorphosis you're going through, that you are now going to establish yourself with better boundaries, so that you see all these hands coming at this person, trying to drain them of their time, their energy, their emotions, their love, their care. You know, there's nothing wrong with those things, but it needs to be balanced. You need to first fill your own cup and then give of your overflow. You can't just give constantly. And so I think you've learned that, because you're traveling away from this situation and into something better. But you know, the tower moment, this, you know, dark night of the soul that happened after the end of this relationship, it really made you reassess things. You know, it kind of awakened this, I want to say, this spiritual journey for you, and to getting to know yourself better, you know, this sensitize, this understanding yourself, being compassionate towards yourself first, and that will open up, you know, your ability to better discern in the next connection that it is truly a caring connection. And I see that energy coming towards you. Okay, I hope this helped, group number 1. I hope to see you in my next reading. If this resonated, please go ahead and subscribe if you feel so to do so, and you will be notified for my next reading. I'm going to go ahead and read for group number 2. Okay. All right. Group number 2, if you picked this citrine, this is your reading for the new moon in Sagittarius. What energies are around you? Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Okay. Debilitated, discomfort. Okay. Time for a nap. Oh, I love this little fox that's taking a nap on the moon here. A lot of moon imagery, obviously out of the Moonology deck, but even in this deck. And man holding a coin. Okay. Okay. Here's what I see. You have been working really hard at a project, And that could be why you picked citrine. Citrine talks about attracting wealth, and this is like, very much connected to our third chakra. So this is talking about, our power, our ability to attract things to ourselves. This is, yeah, this is very much yellow chakra. It's very much fortune, attracting fortune and energy to ourselves. So taking time to breathe it out. You've been working on a project. However, you haven't seen progress in that project. And this is telling you to maybe just take a pause. Why? Because there may be some skills that you need to learn that are out of your comfort zone. So it's not time for you to be the lead in this project that you're working on. It's time to maybe take a pause and go out and learn the skills that you need to, either from a mentor who is already, successful in that business, in that endeavor, who's already doing what you're aspiring to do, and basically you take them on as a teacher, as a mentor. You either work for them, and they show you the ropes, they take you under their wing, and this takes you out of your comfort zone, making it this, it's discomfort, right? It's not comfortable to put ourselves out of our comfort zone and out of a situation that we know the ropes really well, we understand what's asked of us, and we start something new that is, there's a learning curve no matter what we do, and that can feel uncomfortable. However, that is how we learn. It's, in that discomfort that we grow. And once you have, taken on those skills, once you've taken this pause for yourself from this project, learn the skills that you need and learn new skill sets that right now you may feel may not pertain, but once you've taken some time and paused to reflect on the project that you're working on so hard, that's not, quite getting you where you want to be, that's not quite as fruitful as you wish it was, you'll see that by taking that pause and kind of like stepping away from that project and no longer attaching a necessary outcome to it. Sometimes we get so put into the details, really hoping and wishing and working hard to get something to become something, to give us the outcome that we want to fulfill our goals, that we don't see the other opportunities that are around us that can ease our burden, that can, make it easier for us to connect with other people, that makes the goal more reachable, that can expand our business, that can get us more income, all of those things, because we're so bogged down in the details and in the outcome the way that we want it to, to play out. So you take that pause, you see it from a different perspective, you go work for someone or partner up with someone who is already doing what you want to do, and you learn the skills from them to make your dream, make your business, apply those skills to what your project is, and then you see it flourish and you become, the energy of this man holding the coin. So this is, this is energies. This isn't talking about feminine, masculine. It's just talking about that masculine go, go, go energy that can put the actions forward to gain you this wealth that you're looking for. That's very interesting. And yeah, especially with the citrine, a stone to attract wealth and fortune to yourself. So let's get some tarot around that. That's really interesting. What does group number 2 need to know about this project, about their outcome? We're talking about this man holding a coin, this fortune coming towards them. What else do they need to know? Let's get the past energy for this first. All right, past energy for group number 2. Oh, that's too many. Number 2, there we go. Okay, so 6 of Wands, beautiful energy. This is talking about success. So, whatever the project was that you had started, early on, it definitely had success. You got noticed. You were basically in the limelight here. This could have been something that was on social media. That was just too many cards I couldn't take. This could be something where people are recognizing you for your earlier success in this project. So that's why, that's very encouraging when you start something and you've got that success going on. But your current energy, it's the High Priestess in reverse. So what's happened is you feel shut off from your intuition. There are things that are hidden from you. This is talking about being disconnected from your intuition. There are things that are hidden that you're not seeing, and because they are hidden, because they are out of your field of vision. You're not sensitized to them. These are the things that might be hindering you from gaining that next step, from moving forward, from getting the success that you know you deserve in this project, because there's just things that are hidden from you right now. And it could be that what's hidden is the skill set that you're just not seeing because you're so in the details, and you're a little bit maybe blindsided by the early success that you saw, so you didn't feel like these skills that were important or were necessary at the time, but it looks like they are, and that could be what's holding you back here. So this man holding a coin, who I also feel could be a mentor to you, is going to definitely give you that mentorship, that knowledge on how to grow your business, how to grow this project, make it more successful. Got 2 cards for the end here. Beautiful. 3 of Cups and 2 of Cups. Okay. The 3 of Cups, this talks about celebrating, coming together and celebrating successes. This is also, to me, it feels like a sisterhood, a brotherhood. This is support. This is, people seeing your vision, sharing it, supporting you, understanding you fully, and celebrating with you. And this 2 of Cups, if we're talking about a business endeavor, this is talking about partnership. So you're partnering with someone to gain your success. And that could be this skill set that, has been eluding you, this little piece of the puzzle that was missing from your business model, where you partner with people who bring in their own perspective, who, with their skill set and your skill set, there's this synastry, there's this beautiful merger of knowledge and know-how that makes your business successful, that makes you both very successful. Okay, let's get some, what is it about? All right, let's get some more oracle around that. Okay, group number 2, crossing initiation. Okay, let's see what the oracle says about that. Number 54. Not sure why my cat is being so chatty tonight. Rite of passage initiation. You have come to stand on one side of the river. The opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave, where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the seasons cease their dance and stand still, as if in temporary repose. Wow, didn't we get that? Time for a nap? Time to breathe it out. Very interesting. Okay, you must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition, for it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating the world. Don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you're ready. You're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you and all the ways in which you've kept yourself from truly living. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. Can you strip away the mask and the barriers of false strength to discover what you're really made of? Step in the boat waiting for you. Let it carry you into the cave where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated, so you can be born again in the world without denial or artifice. Making the crossing is a beautiful, powerful act of the highest love. Okay, that is so intense. Okay, so beautiful. Initiation, the crossing, right? So, this old way of doing this business, this early success that you got, it was great at the time, but it is time to even move beyond that. And this rite of passage, you're going to get there with this partnership, with this group of people. You don't have to be afraid. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to even be a truer version of yourself to gain your success. I'm going to just get you one more here. Let's do one more to support group number 2 with this new moon in Sagittarius. New moon in Sagittarius. All right. Unbound, release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, I love this because, whether you believe in past lives or not, but soul contracts and releasing soul patterns, this is talking about, again, this crossing, leaving your old self, leaving the things that no longer serve you, the ways that you used to do things, the old patterns that you were repeating in order to free yourself, to become unbound. And I love that this card has a moon in it. Again, for the new moon, very, very beautiful card. Absolutely gorgeous energy. It's time to free yourself. Love this for you, group number 2. Okay, I hope that this reading resonated, and if it did so, and if you do so feel inclined, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified when I have new readings. Okay, going to go ahead and read for group number 3. Okay, group number 3. If you picked this blue quartz, this is your reading. Okay, I've got the 6th house of sustainability, unfinished symphony. I feel like I'm missing, oh yeah, I missed a couple here. Thinking woman, a couple more here. Pallas Athena, and don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Wow, okay, so you actually had 2 cards that came out of this deck. So Pallas Athena and sustainability, unfinished symphony, the thinking woman, and don't let your past hold you back. Okay, wow. Okay, so just reading through. So beautiful cards, absolutely beautiful cards. So unfinished symphony, this one talks about how there are projects that you haven't finished, and I can see why you haven't finished them, because you know, when we're looking at our chart, so we have a south node and a north node. The south node is where we feel comfortable. This is, you know, where we are at our, you know, we have our strengths, we feel like we have mastered it because we've been in the south node most of our lives. Like, this is, you know, whatever house your south node is, whatever sign it finds itself in, there's comfort there. We are all like that. This is, you know, basically everyone in their chart feels comfortable in the energies of a south node. But the point of your birth chart is to get to the north node, and that is, you know, seeking and being your soul's purpose. That is the reason that you know, your birth chart is all pointing towards the north node. It's so that you learn the lessons, incorporate the energies of whatever house, whatever sign, whatever, you know, planets are in the vicinity of your north node. That is where your soul is yearning to be. That is the growth that your soul has come to this earth to experience. So definitely uncomfortable to leave the south node to get to the north node. But that is why I feel you are leaving some kind of project unfinished, because of this south node, because of this comfort, because of this fear of, if you finish it, what does that mean? And I can see why. And so, you know, it's uncomfortable to move towards our north node. It's uncomfortable to not feel like our habits and our what we're used to and the way we think won't hold us back. Because with this thinking woman too, the south node also talks about, you know, these are thinking patterns, these are cycles, these are the perspective we have of life, the biases we have in life, you know, and we think the way that we do because of all our life experiences, you know, the way we were raised, the culture we were raised with, the mindset that we've had. And so it's very much ingrained in us. However, it is possible to make changes. You know, we're all here, we're very mutable. This is, you know, everyone can relearn things. And what I believe this new moon is doing for you, it's allowing you to tap into Pallas Athena energy. So this is talking about, you know, the goddess Athena was the goddess of wisdom and war. She was fierce, but she was also incredibly intelligent, incredibly wise and strategic. And it's saying, be strategic, be wise with the energies of your 6th house of sustainability. So the 6th house talks about our daily routines. It talks about how much effort we put into our work, into our play, into our dreams, how we take care of our bodies, our health, how we, you know, self-care, how we meditate, you know, the kind of food that we eat, how we exercise. This is, you know, basically your daily routine. What are you doing from the time you wake up to when you go to bed? And what I feel this is talking about is, like, if we're going to get out of this pattern that's holding us back, that a way of thinking that's holding us back, we've got to make sustainable small changes in our routine, our daily routine. If your norm is to wake up in the morning and have, you know, a cup of coffee and scroll your phone, you know, if you binge watch Netflix every night, you know, these are not ways to go towards your goals, to go towards your dreams, to finish your projects. You know, you're not investing your time in making sure that you're healthy, that your body's healthy, that you're getting enough sleep, and then have the energy to, let's say, work a real job and then work your dream at the same time on the side, or balance out and, you know, harmonize all of these varying goals that you have, and know, like, this is the amount of time I'm going to allocate to this, and this is the amount of time I'm going to allocate to that. I'm going to, you know, eat healthy things for my body, and I'm going to make sure that I get fresh air and I go out in the sun and I spend time, you know, by the beach, or walking in the woods, or, you know, playing with my dog, playing with my kids, whatever it might be. This is all about, how do you spend your routine? How do you spend your day? And to think through and strategize on how you can maximize those things for your benefit so that you can finish these dreams, these projects that you have. You know, this is creative energy that's coming through for me. So it speaks to your soul. And with this new moon, we're talking about, you know, something new, a new project, a new opportunity, perhaps. You know, it's basically starting a new project. This is what new moon energy is. However, in your case, I feel like there's something that you need to wrap up first. And once you've wrapped this up and you've given yourself the time to finish this in a way that's like, you know, it's quality work, like you're truly proud of it, then you've made those changes, you've prioritized, you're changing your routine with small, sustainable steps to start something new and make that, you know, work, make that balance, make that feel like it's so part of your routine now. It's so part of your day to give yourself an hour for art, or give yourself an hour to, you know, learn an instrument, or you know, like work towards a new opportunity, whatever it might be. It's now no longer held back from old patterns of thinking, old ways of doing things. You've kind of broken that cycle with these small steps towards a sustainable new way to like harmonize your and balance your life. So that's what I see for you. Group number 3, pretty amazing. I'm going to place this one down here too. We're going to pull some tarot around this to see how we can support you with this lovely energy of Pallas Athena and 6th house of sustainability during this new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. You know, Sagittarius is a sign of learning. It's a sign of wisdom. You know, it's a fire sign. It's like going for it. There's my cat making his lovely appearance. We're just going to take you down, buddy. Here we go. Okay. Some tarot around this energy for group number 3. Group number 3. Okay, what is the past energy? This past that's holding you back. What is this past energy? Oh, too many cards. Let's try that again. Past energy for group number 3. There it is. Beautiful. That's actually great energy. This is hope. Hope and you know, a wish fulfilled. So lovely energy for your past energy. You've had a hope or a wish fulfilled, and that could have been what prompted you to start this, you know, this original project. And I love that the colors kind of play off each other too. So you've got this wish fulfillment. You made the time, you got maybe an inspiration to fulfill something that was really heart driven, that was like coming from your heart, coming from your soul. And you've started this project, but let's see what's going on here. Why is it not finished? Let's see the present energy for group number 3. There's a pause, the Chariot in reverse. So in the upright, this is forward motion, this is victory, this is, you know, going for it, but you're stalled. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. You're stalled because I feel you're being held back. You're holding yourself back, maybe with mental patterns or cycles that you've gone through before. You know, this could be a pattern where you get great ideas, but you just have, you know, you kind of just stop partway. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. My cat is just being ridiculous. All right, what is the future energy? What is the future energy? 8 of Cups, walking away. I feel this is walking away from this old way of thinking, from your past, not letting it hold you back anymore. This is, you know, a person who's done a burning bowl ceremony. They've basically burned up all of the things that were holding them back, any negative emotions, any thoughts that they had about themselves that were negative, any old patterns and things that they didn't want to think about anymore. And they've left that all behind, and they're walking towards the sun, you know. And I mean, in tarot, like, you know, the sun is about renewal, it's joy, it's walking towards success, it's, you know, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, right? So this is what we're talking about with this new moon energy. So absolutely beautiful cards here, and, you know, 2 major arcanas here, but yeah, you are paused. So how can we support you? Group number 3, what can we do to support you? Okay. Group number 3. Oh my, this little cat. I hope that's not too loud on the video. Okay, group number 3. How can we support you? Group number 3. There it is. Okay, group number 3. Nettle, action. Yes. Okay, I love this. Take action. You know, finish this project. Finish this project so that you can feel that accomplishment, that sense of accomplishment that, okay, yes, you know, it's possible. You know, I can get this inspiration. I can move forward and finish this project. I'm going to walk away from all these patterns that of not finishing things, of not feeling like I'm not able to make the time for it and to balance my time and balance my day. Finish it, you know, take action. Absolutely beautiful energy. I hope that resonated for you, group number 3, and I hope if it did that you'll join me on my next reading and that you'll subscribe to my channel. Thank you.